Welcome to the next episode of my month-long series on Reaper.js plugin. Today we're looking at Midi Transpose notes. So there's a few controls on this one, but the most important one is the first one, the transpose and semitones, which you can go to -64 to +64 by incrementing a semitone, or possibly even half by the looks. Pre-multiply, which I honestly never use because I don't really find a use for it, but basically it allows you to hugely sort of scale something up or down by a multiplication sort of factor. And then you also, like similar plugins, you're able to restrict to a certain range of MIDI notes through from the default all the notes. So let's look at an example when we might use it. So let's say I've got a melody hit, and I've got it playing on a violin sort of patch. Now, let's say that I want to add a secondary part to that, playing the same thing. Let's say I want to have a cello playing the same thing, but I don't want it to have it playing in that same range. I want it to actually be playing an octave lower than the other one. So there's a few ways I could do this. I could copy the entire melody to the second track and change the MIDI, which is great until if it's something that I'm in progress and working on that, then every time I do any adjustments, I'm going to have to change it in two places. So that's not ideal. I could copy and paste it and adjust the MIDI via the item properties. Again, not ideal because every time you change something, you'd have to recopy and paste it and reapply the item properties change. Or you could do it this way and you can just edit it in one place and it will apply in both, and then you're still able to apply effects to each track separately as you wish, or EQ them, etc., etc. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to set up a send from one track to another. And we actually don't want to send any audio, but we do want to send the MIDI. Okay, so what we're going to do on our cello track is we're going to add a MIDI transpose notes, and we're going to go down -12 semitones. And extremely importantly, we're going to make sure that it's before the virtual instrument, not after. So let's listen to that soloed. And together. So you can see how that would be really useful for creating multiple parts. You can also use it for things like taking MIDI from different sources and transposing them into a different key so that they line up. Whatever you like, really. Hope you found that useful, and see you tomorrow for the next one.